Entertainment Plus presents Pete the Surfaroo. Hi, and welcome to Pete the Surfaroo. Ready for another great adventure and fun time? I'm Kim, your MC. What you are about to see is a real true blue Australian family viewing visual series with interviews, fun-packed, light-hearted humour, learning experiences, and it's all for the laughs. Unbelievable interviews and stories, spills, energy, and adrenaline pumping, featuring sports, celebs, health, renos, competitions, great locations, heaps of nature and wildlife, special events, and heaps more, featuring special guest MC, Sean, and your host, Pete the Surfaroo.
Join Pete with top sports events from around the world on Surfaroo Sports.
Coming up on Pete the Surfaroo,
Special events from around Australia.
And now on Pete the Surfaroo.
Special events from around Australia.
Welcome everybody to SUPANOVA! Hi! Hello Pete! Hello Pete! Hey Pete! Guys, we've got Darth Vader at its best, top outfits. Pete the Surfaroo, you rock! Hey guys, and welcome back to Pete the Surfaroo. We've got Daniel, the man. How are you, mate?
Very well. How you doing?
Now this guy actually is in charge of SUPANOVA. Now this is going to be a great episode here, mate. Can you just tell us what's going on? We've got so many celebs, so many people, so many outfits.
Yeah, look, it's really a time for people to express their inner geek and come out and play. I see you're fitting right in here as well. We had the national championships for the cosplay, the Madman National Cosplay Finals yesterday to find out who had the best cosplay outfit and in the country, and they're flying off to Tokyo Anime Expo next year with a buddy as first prize.
And a lot of the people that I've been filming out there today, they've actually made the outfits themselves.
Oh yeah, that's a huge part of it. Like to win the competition, the national finals, you've got to have done it yourself. You can't have something pre-made. Like there's very strict rules. You can incorporate some pre-existing material into it, of course, but it has to be shaped and molded into your costume as part of the event. You can't just go out there and buy, a stormtrooper outfit and like say, hey, look at how cool I look.
That's good, mate, because I like to see people that are creative. Creative minds. Who knows, mate? It's great for the future, mate.
Well, and this is the thing, a lot of the fans are in here, fans of different licensed imaginary worlds. Like, we look at Star Wars, you look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man, Dungeons and Dragons, all those sorts of things. They sprung from people's imaginations, and they became worlds that we want to live in, even if it's as we're turning the pages or sitting in the cinema and watching it unfold. I mean, they're the imaginary worlds that we have fun with. So, today's fan could be tomorrow's creator, creating the next big game or the next big concept that everybody has some fun with.
Mate, that sounds great. Now for the viewers out there, we've got something special. We've got all these people in this hall here. Just give us a bit of a whiff about some of the special celebs we're going to see here today.
Well look, the amazing thing is that we've been able to tap into Hollywood just a little bit here.
Yeah. So
we've got the magnificent Val Kilmer from Top Gun and Batman Forever, and my personal favourite Tombstone, Top Secret. He's here. We've got Christopher Lloyd, plays Doc in all the Back to the Future films. He was Uncle Fester from the Addams Family movies as well. He was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Hi, Pete the Surfaroo.
TV series. We've got Ivana Lynch, and we've got Georgina Leonidas from Harry Potter, Ivana played Lucy Loveheart. We've got Renee O'Connor played Gabriel from Xena the Warrior Princess. We've got Billy Boyd who played Pippin from Lord of the Rings. All these people. And there's more. And we've got voice actors. We've got comic book artists and writers. We've got fantasy and science fiction authors as part of what we're doing. Isabel Carmody. So look, it's why people are here as well, and to have fun, look down their hair in an environment they love, but also rub shoulders a little bit with the superstars and have some fun with that as well.
Mate, it's great. Now you're here every year going around Australia?
Yeah, as of 2012 we'll be in 6 cities across Australia, 5 mainland capital cities as well as the Gold Coast. So, you know, in April we're in Melbourne on the Gold Coast.
Yep.
In June we're in Sydney and in Perth. And then Brisbane will be back here in November, but adding Adelaide to the mix as well.
Wow.
So wherever you are, there's a place for you there.
And every year, different celebs.
Yeah, of course. We try and get different celebs every tour, let alone every year. Sometimes we back up them up because we think they're cool and the fans want to see them. But you know, every time we go out there and try and get a fresh batch of superstars for our fans to see, so that we can broaden their experience and their opportunities to meet them.
Mate, it's a pleasure talking to you. I know you're a busy man, you've got heaps of people to look after, heaps of people looking around. I've got to check out some more of those outrageous costumes. It's bye for me now. See you soon.
Hi, Pete the Surfaroo. I'm Cassidy Freeman from Smallville, and you need to keep watching to see if Superman actually flies.
Keep surfing.
So I'm standing in for Pete the Surfaroo, Sam Connor here from Xena Warrior Princess. I'm looking out for him. I know he's out there battling and saving lives and stuff, but come on, man. Come show up. Do what you do, right?
Entertainment Plus presents Pete the Surfaroo. And now on Pete the Surfaroo.
Join Pete with top sports events from around the world on Surfaroo Sports.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Pete the Surfaroo. We've got a really special one now. We're going to follow this dude here, Mr. Mark Chopper Reed. How are you, mate?
Good, Pete. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Now, mate, you've got a bit of a background to bodybuilding. Now, let's go back to the days of, he's a Kiwi, back to the New Zealand, and when you first started bodybuilding, what got you into it, and how did you progress through that?
I think that's when I was a teenager, when I was younger. Like a lot of guys, I just wanted to be bigger, and I was always fascinated by muscular physiques and stuff like that. And I was always a little bit smaller, so that was just a fascination with bodybuilding and muscles, and started training. And here I am, 22 years later, still training.
And massive. Now, mate, we've got a big comp coming up. We've got a few big comps coming up this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow you through from stage 1, where you're sort of still a bit bulky, you've started to lose some weight, right up to the big cut up, and explain to us what you're going to do right up to the comp.
Okay, well, basically what I'm aiming for the Worlds in Ireland on June the 8th. So I started dieting 20 weeks out, and I started at a body weight of 134 kilos. So I've been dieting 4 weeks up till now, and on 12 sites, the total meals that I was carrying was 67 meals. So I've been dieting 4.5 weeks now. I've lost half a kilo, and my meals are down. My meals are down 22 meals, so I'm down to 45 meals. So I couldn't ask for a better progress than that after 4 weeks.
Wow.
To have only lost half a kilo and lost 22 meals. So it's really off to a good start. I've got 16 weeks to go, and so we'll just see how things go.
Now, mate, what does training consist of? Like, do you work, or is this total full concentration on bodybuilding?
Yeah, I do a little bit of security work, and I've got a personal training business, so I work on the side with that. But most of my focus, to be honest, is just on the competition this year. Getting my meals in, getting my training in, and that would be my number one focus, to be honest.
And
work comes second.
Oh yeah, for this big thing, I reckon, mate. Now, training, like, how many times a day do you train?
Okay, I'm training 5 days a week, weights. I've got a 6-day split. and I have 2 days off, and I do 3 or 4 days cardio. But that, as time goes on, I may train 6 days a week, and I'll be doing cardio every day towards the end. But that's pretty much my program at the moment.
And still lifting pretty heavy.
Yeah, to be honest, my strength right up until about 4 weeks out from the comp on most things will be 100%, so I won't drop at all. Only on the big things towards the end, like deadlifts and squats, and that may go down a little bit. But to be honest, most of my strength is pretty good the whole way. Yeah.
Now, mate, there's a big philosophy going around now. Being in the bodybuilding industry yourself and seeing fitness and all that, there's so many different things going on out there. And everyone says, eat protein, no carbs. Now, mate, you're the specialist. What do you personally reckon for someone who's training, maybe not as big as you, but wants to get there, what do they do?
And they lean up. I mean, protein's essential, don't get me wrong, protein is essential, but carbohydrates are essential too, you know? I mean, I'm eating 120 grams of raw oats in the morning, 350 grams of potatoes before training, and 300 grams of cooked rice after training. And I'm having simple carbs, sugars before training, during and after training. And I eat that pretty well right up towards the competition. The portions may come down a little bit, but carbs are essential. They're essential for energy and they're essential for growth. A lot of people make the mistake of not eating enough carbs and not eating right. I mean, as simple as that.
It is, mate. Like comps that I've been to, you see these guys, they've looked really good, and then they've cut up so much, they've gone on diuretics and everything, and they come out and they look like a runner.
Yeah. And it's a shame because all that work they've done in the off season and it's just they haven't got the right information and they're not dieting right. You want to hold as much muscle as you can and bring it down slow. That's why I start 20 weeks out and you know, I mean, there's only one way to do it, and that's to do it the right way. You know, they've obviously got the wrong information, and it's going to cost them because they're going to lose muscle.
And you've got the right guys to help you out with your protein.
Totally, John Davies helps me with my diet. He's probably the number one in Australia. So I've used him for about 10 years in my contest prep. John Davies and Allison. And together, we've got a good team there. So,
mate, that's good. Now, finally, the comps leading up. What are we looking at? Is it Australia?
Okay, there's. I have to qualify, so but I'm still planning on going. So let's just say that.
Yeah. Positive.
So the first competition is there's an international NABA competition in Melbourne on the 17th of May.
Okay.
And then 1 week later, there's the Southern Hemisphere champs here on the Gold Coast on the 25th. And then 2 weeks later, I'll be in Ireland at the Worlds.
Well, Ireland, here we come. Aussies all the way. Kiwis too, I should say. Yes. Mate, good luck.
Thanks,
we'll be
Pete,
getting back to you
Yeah.
in about 6 months' time to see how you're cutting up and how you're looking. More bulky, more musclier, guys. We'll see you soon. Check out.
See you there.
Hey guys, and welcome back. Mark, how are you, mate?
Pete, how are you? Long time.
Now, it's been 3 months since the first one, mate, and you're looking lean, cut, massive, mate. Tell us the lead up for the last 3 months, mate.
Well, since I've seen you, it's been about 12 weeks, and everything's going to plan. I mean, my training's been good. I can't ask for a better prep, really. You know, everything's been spot on. My meals, my training, I've been happy with everything. So we're just waiting to see what happens. You know?
Now, mate, a major thing that you told me, a lot of bodybuilders sort of don't do it, and it's like you're cutting up, still eating good, but cutting up. But you're still retaining that weight when you're lifting. Like a lot of guys, when they go in a comp, they seem to lose half their weight to lift because they've got no power. But you still got that power there, mate.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I mean, I try and train the same as I train in the off season when I'm dieting. Try and train more or less 100%. Just some of the secondary exercises, some of the smaller ones, I lift the intensity a little bit. But I try and keep the same weight there and lift max and lift more or less the same as I do in the off season.
Way to go, mate. Now, 1 week away from the comp in Melbourne, mate, which is the lead up to the big one here on the Gold Coast. Now, what are we looking for in Melbourne?
Well, I mean, it's just my first show, but at the end of the day, I still want to be ready, you know. Yep. So I just go down to Melbourne. It's the NABA International show down there with Graham Hartsfield. And so I'll just go down there and see what happens. It's the first one. And then we've got the Southern Hemisphere here a week later, which is quite a big show. And then 2 weeks later is my main goal, and that's the Worlds in Belfast in Ireland.
Mate, so, I know you're a busy man, dieting. He's got to go and get some more food, train, sleep. That's what it's all about, mate. I wish you all the best, mate.
Thank you, Peter.
In Melbourne.
Yeah.
We'll see some of that footage there too, and of course we'll catch up with you on the Gold Coast and maybe win that one, and then off to the Worlds.
See what happens, man. Thank you very much.
Hey guys, welcome back to Pete the Surfaroo. We're here at Burleigh on the Gold Coast with the New World Gym. We're going to go straight in and check out how Mark did over there in the World.
Pete, welcome to World Gym.
Guys, we're back in Australia on the Gold Coast. Mark, how are you, mate?
Good. Yeah, I'm good.
Now, mate,
Thanks.
Australia. Tell Australia what has happened overseas, mate.
Well, 3 or 4 months ago, the plan was to go overseas and win the Worlds, and I'm happy to say everything went to plan, and I won the Worlds. So yeah.
Congratulations, mate. I'll give it to you there. Now, it's great to see local talent, Australian talent, a world champion.
I represent Australia, but I'm a Kiwi.
That's good, yeah, that's good. So for all of our viewers over there in Stratus, world champion, and of course now Australia partakes as well, and we've got a world champion too, so that's great news. How was it going over there? Was the adrenaline pumping? Was there a lot of big boys over there and big girls?
Yeah, well,
give us a bit of a feel.
I'll be honest with you, in the 20 odd years I've been competing, I was the most relaxed I've ever been at that show, and I went over specifically a 1 week early to prepare and sort of get myself acclimatized. I didn't want to have problems holding water from the plane ride, and then having issues when I got there, trying to find the food, being in a foreign place and trying to settle in. So I had everything planned meticulously, went over there and got everything sorted, and was in a real good headspace, and everything really just came off. And to be honest with you, the show was so well organised, we went like to the registration, and it was like normally the registration for the Queen, for the Southern Hemisphere one here, the registration, I was there about 45 to 50 minutes, you know, waiting. We walked in there, I was there for about 1 minute.
Wow.
And there was no one at the table or nothing, and I just gave them my passport, and then we had a bit of who am I representing, because I had a New Zealand passport, but I'm from Australia, so there was this big discussion going on.
Mate, that's good.
And so in the end, we decided that I'm representing Australia, I'm a Kiwi, out of New Zealand representing Australia to sort of to keep everybody happy. And so we were out of there just like that. Then we were staying in the Hilton next door to the venue, which was awesome. It was like literally 1 minute's walk. And then we were first on that day. So I went backstage and met Gary Lister, who's a legend and never, no one won more universes or world titles than him. And he was right next to me, and I was pumping up, and I was just there on my own because you couldn't take anyone backstage, which I normally have. But I was just so, I prepared myself that well, and I was really just in a good space. And I was just like, when I say confident, I mean that I'd done everything I could do, so I was happy and I could hold my head up. So I just went in there with that attitude, and what will be will be.
Mate, way to go.
What was.
Mate, did you have a trainer as well going over, or you went over by yourself?
Well, my trainer, my dietitian and my specialist is John Davey. I work with John now. I've worked with John for 10 years. So John and Alison, actually, they work as a team, their business. And so they've worked with me for the last 10 years and prepared me for all my shows. So I wholeheartedly trust what John says and do what he says. And he sort of knows my body now and stuff like that. And you know, the more we work together, things have been good, so I'm totally happy with that. John, as a lot of people know, is he owns the rights to World Gym in Australia, so he owns and manages and runs most of the stuff to do with World Gym in Australia.
Mate,
so yeah,
that's great news. Now, mate, just for those Kiwis out there watching and going, mate, I've never seen this dude, he's massive. Where does he live? Where's hometown in New Zealand for you, mate?
Hometown is Ellerslie, Auckland. Most Kiwis know me, but and I've been here 8 years, so yeah.
Mate, way to go. It's good to have some talent from New Zealand, Australia here as world champions and going further. Now, mate, have you got something to say to those aspiring bodybuilders out there that want to copy you or maybe try and be as big as you and get up there in the ranks?
I mean, I'll be honest, when I was younger, there's no way I ever looked at being Mr. World or heading into the international arena or anything. I didn't even think I'd be big enough to be able to win the list in New Zealand. But I've been training 23 years now, and as time's gone on and I slowly knocked off each goal, the main thing I'll just say is that it's not, there's no secret recipe, you know, it's just the basics done consistently and done well over time. And that's all I can say, you know, and like anything in life, and like anything of any value, good things take time. And this took me a long time.
Mr. Mark, what's on the profile now that you've gone overseas, won the Worlds, now what are you doing?
Okay, my main focus, Pete, is business and getting my work life and that up to speed.
Yep.
To be honest, I got a little bit unbalanced and it was all bodybuilding and not enough of that. So I really just got to get that side of my life sorted.
Cool.
And then from there, yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of unfinished business out there that I need to take care of.
Sounds good, mate. Now, viewers, look what he brought back. I'll just have to turn it sideways. It's so big. It is massive. Mate, great prize there, great trophy. That'll go up on your mantelpiece there, mate.
Yeah.
Again, congratulations,
Cool, thanks
world
for everything,
champion, Mr. Mark.
Appreciate the support and everything. Thanks, Pete. Now, and Pete, I've got something for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need
Let's
to go
check it out.
together.
Okay, we're here at the front door with Mark now. He's got a little present for me. I'm dying to see what it is, mate.
Just got you this, Pete, just to say thanks very much. Appreciate all the support and everything.
Wow. Check it out, guys. Check it out. World champion going up on the mantelpiece here. Great momentum here of our 2014 world champion. Wow, way to go. All the best, mate. Great stuff, mate. It's a pleasure speaking to you,
Thanks,
mate.
Pete. I appreciate
Our world
it.
champion, and
Yep.
hopefully Mr. Universe. You know, you never know. Hey, good luck, mate.
Okay.
All the best.
Thanks, Pete.
Whoa.
It's that time again to say goodbye from Pete the Surfaroo and his team. I'm Kim, your MC. Keep it G.
I'm Sean, your MC. Till we meet again. Bye.
That was good. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Mate, that was unreal.